Speaker, my friends on the other side, I think, have the right to worry about, in a way, trying to limit the time we talk or try to gag us. Because they don't want us to remind Ghanaians the bitter experience that Ghanaians have been through for the last 8 years. But, Mr. Speaker, the story must be told. Ghanaians must know how abysmal our friends on the opposite side ran this country for the last 8 years. The painful story and how His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, in less than a year, about 11 months, has managed to turn the mess around in 11 months. Mr. Speaker, Ghanaians will not forget soon the hopelessness and the helplessness that our friends opposite presented to people in this country. Mr. Speaker, the economy of Ghana was basically collapsed. Mr. Speaker, the economy was on a life support machine. It will probably be best described as an economy on a vegetative state. Mr. Speaker, apologies to people who are probably suffering somewhere in hospitals, either here or abroad, who are unfortunately maybe in vegetative state or life support machine. Mr. Speaker, I pray that they get well soon and be up on their feet, including those who are not here and getting treatment elsewhere, so that they will be able to come home and account for their stewardship. Mr. Speaker, our friends opposite are contesting this budget that we have before us. Mr. Speaker, but they have forgotten. They ran this country into bankruptcy. They collapsed Ghana's economy, created serious liquidity problems. The economy was run recklessly. Mr. Speaker, they created loot and share, irresponsible borrowing, and wasteful expenditure. That's your record. And that's what Ghanaians will always remember you for. Ghanaians have not forgotten about you. All of a sudden, under a year, you have put on a new cassock and you are giving a different preaching. You are telling Ghanaians that now you are a patron saint of Ghana's economy. Yet when you are in office for 8 years, you absolutely ran this country to the ground. Mr. Speaker, the embarrassing and the shameful reminder of our friends who were incompetent in government cannot soon be forgotten. Mr. Speaker, I'm sure pensioners will remember them. Those who lost their savings could not afford to treat themselves. Mr. Speaker, I'm sure bondholders will remember them, the haircut that they got and the difficulties that they went through. Mr. Speaker, I am sure that farmers will remember them. Mr. Speaker, I'm sure the fisher folks in my constituency will remember them.
The First Deputy Speaker to take the chair. First Deputy Speaker to take the chair. Honorable members, Order. Yes. Deputy Leader, you have the floor. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, just before the NDC government came to office, the IMF program that we were under had basically been derailed by the MPP government before they left office. Mr. Speaker, they have missed all the benchmarks. It took this government in the last 11 months to correct these benchmark figures and get the economy back on track. Mr. Speaker, it looks as if they are good when they have solutions for the economy when they are in opposition. But when they are in government, they have no idea what they should be doing. Mr. Speaker, they talk about inflation. In fact, they try to take some credit for the good news that we are having, or we have in this budget. At the same time, they criticize numbers in the budget. I heard some of my colleagues on the other side talking about that the inflation, the single-digit inflation we have, is not sustainable. And that they are saying that the government is not tackling the supply side problem that basically can get inflation out of hand. I have no idea what they are talking about. Because in the inflation we have today, the single-digit inflation that we are enjoying has no supply side effect. In fact, Mr. Speaker, when they were in office, when we had the COVID, when we had supply chain disruptions, that is when we had a supply side problem with inflation. Mr. Speaker, the so-called Russia-Ukraine war that they were hanging on also will admit created some supply side problem. But what did they do, Mr. Speaker? Instead of trying to find solutions on the fiscal side to deal with it, Mr. Speaker, they rather ceded to the monetary policy, that is the central bank, to print money for them to solve that problem. Today they are talking about supply side. The inflation we have today is a demand side inflation. It is not coming from any disruptions from anywhere. Mr. Speaker, it's amazing to think that the Russian-Ukraine war is still going on. It has intensified. More bombs are being thrown to the capital, Kiev. More bombs are being thrown to Russia. But the Ghana's economy is actually doing better. When the war started, they claimed that our woes, our problems are as a result of the Russia-Ukraine war. The war is getting more serious, but Ghana's economy is actually now getting better. Mr. Speaker, it tells you clearly that they did not have a clue on how to manage Ghana's economy. They did not have it then, and they don't have it now. You listen to their debate, and you cannot get the head from the tail. You have no idea what they are talking about. Mr. Speaker, don't let them forget that they got inflation itself up to 54%. In 2022, inflation in this country was 54%. Today, we are hovering around 8%, and things are looking better. Mr. Speaker, you remember debt. This country was so much up in debt that our debt was at some point 80% of our GDP. Today, our debt is around 45% of GDP. Mr. Speaker, they said they were dealing with a currency problem. Our cedi got to about 17 cedis to the US dollar. Today, it's around 10 or 11. Nothing has really changed much, but the economy of Ghana is getting better. It tells you the incompetence of our friends on the opposite side, not having a clue how to manage Ghana's economy. And they still don't. They think they can shout. They call themselves the mighty minority, but that will not change the economy. Things are so good. Life in Ghana is better than it was last year. Things are getting better in this country. You can deny it for as long as you want. Mr. Speaker, the exchange rate is now doing well, and they are saying that, oh, this will very soon will evaporate. To where? They said that we are pumping money from the central bank to prop up the currency. None of that is true. It tells you clearly they don't even understand the economy that they want to manage, or they did manage. There is no such thing. The central bank is doing the regular monetary policy or the monetary measures, but they are not doing anything that is out of hand or extraordinary in terms of basically getting our currency to where it is. I have said it in this chamber before, that something fundamentally has changed in Ghana's economy that you are not paying attention to. You are still on the old economics. And that I said, the gold board that was set up has become a game changer. You can also talk about basically the gold purchase, which of course you started, but it's been intensified by this government. For about 100 years, we have produced gold, but we have not backed our economy with gold until this year. And all these factors contributed about 2 billion to Ghana's economy is what has stabilized our currency, but not anything like what you are talking about in terms of anybody putting money to try and prop up the currency. At some stage, our reserves were just about 1 month of import cover. Today, there is a solid 3 months of import cover. And it's because of the prudent management of Ghana's economy today, which you did not understand then and don't understand it now. Mr. Speaker, I heard someone talking about we are not meeting our tax revenue. We are not doing this. Mr. Speaker, let me give them the statistics of tax revenue. I have the opportunity to do some work with GRA. The budget tax up until this point is 145.8 billion Ghana cedis. We have collected 144.7 billion. Therefore, there's a shortfall of 0.7. Mr. Speaker, typically at this time of the year, which is like October, November, about 76% of the taxes have actually been collected. Currently, we are at 76.5%, which means that by the end of the year, the overall tax of about 189 billion will actually be collected. So I don't know, yes, we still have room to go. Yes, we are still not the same as our peers, and we must continue to increase revenue and rationalize expenditure, but we are not far off. The measures that we have put in place, the VAT measures, reforms that we have put in place will address a lot of these problems to make sure that our taxes actually get to where it should be. Mr. Speaker, the finance minister has rationalized the expenditure. And they talk about we've cut down some expenditure items. Yes, we wouldn't do things the way you used to do it. We will not do reckless expenditure. We will not waste the taxpayers' money. We will make sure that the money of this republic is used prudently. We will make sure that we cut our coat according to our size and not do the things that you did that got us to where we were, and we have worked hard to bring things to where we are today. Mr. Speaker, inflation is down because food inflation itself is down, something you could never manage. Exchange rate inflation is down, something you could never manage. What you were good at is mismanaging Ghana's economy, spending recklessly, and then saying that you don't have any solution. In fact, at the tail end of the former president's presidency, he gave up and said that the problems of this country will be fixed by the next president. So you gave up even before the elections. Today, your numbers actually tell what you did to Ghanaians and how they have paid you back. You lost the elections abysmally because of your bad management of the economy. I am quite surprised how you are able to get here every morning to come and talk about Ghana's economy, something you know nothing about, and something that everything is here in this budget. If you take the opportunity to read it, you will get to know how to manage Ghana's economy, something you could never manage.
Honorable Deputy Majority Leader, hold it. Stop the time for him. Yes. Honorable Stephen Amwa, why are you up?
Mr. Speaker, Order 1221C, by a point of information, elucidation, or clarification. My honorable member, respectable member, stated that we actually did reckless expenditure. I want him to bring clarity on what he described as reckless, so we can all be well informed. Thank you very much.
Honorable Stephen Amwa, there is no uncertainty or ambiguity about the word reckless.
Mr. Speaker,
kindly resume your
Mr.
seat.
Speaker,
Yes.
respectfully.
Yes. Deputy
Mr. Speaker,
Majority Leader, you have the floor. Honorable Stephen Amwa, kindly resume your seat.
Mr. Speaker, I will do
Please,
so, but I'm
please
surprised
resume
that
your
he's
seat.
using reckless expenditure and he said
Please
there's no problem
resume
with it.
your seat.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.
Yes, Honorable Ayariga, you may continue.
Mr. Speaker, they dug a hole not too far away from here for $58 million. Mr. Speaker, I cannot begin to catalog the wasteful expenditure that you were involved in for the last 8 years. Mr. Speaker, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama had to come in to take this economy, rescue it out of the mess that you created. You are talking about planes today, private jets. What did you do during your time with private jets? You were renting them to have a bath in them. Those are reckless expenditure. If you don't know what reckless expenditures are, and you were justifying it.
Yes, Honorable Kokurike Droga. Yes, you are up. May I know, kindly know why?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise on a point of order to ask the Deputy Leader.
If you are up on point of order, you have to specifically indicate the order that has been breached.
Mr. Speaker, I will kindly say that I rise on order 1, 2, 3, 2, A and B, the combined effect of that.
Well, you cannot be on point of order and again rise on order 1, 2, 3. You cannot rise on point of order and again be on order 1, 2, 3. If you rise on point of order to interrupt the debate under order 1, 2, 2, you must satisfy the condition in order 1, 2, 2, 5.
Mr. Speaker, I hear you. But Mr. Speaker, the Speaker ruled, in fact, you were the one who ruled, when the majority leader got up to interject, that the majority leader has the right to rise on a point of order to correct a false impression. You ruled on it.
Well, I was sitting. He is up on a point of clarification.
I am saying that you were the very one who ruled on it.
Yes.
And I'm saying that it's the same thing I rose on. That I'm rising on a point that he made.
No,
First one.
Honorable Nitiwul, you are a former leader.
I know.
I asked, you are up. May I know why? And you said you are up on point of order. And I know point of order is standing order 122A. And when you are rising on a point of order, you must satisfy the conditions stated in order 1225. With your indulgence, let's look at it together. Standing order 1225. Is that a member who interrupts debates on a point of procedure or point of order shall state the rules of procedure the member on the floor has breached, or the procedural matters that requires a ruling of the Speaker before subjecting the member on the floor to the ruling of the Speaker. So you told me you are interrupting the debate on a point of order by standing order 122A. And I'm just asking you to satisfy the condition in order 1225.
That's, Mr. Speaker, precisely. That's the more reason why you should listen to me, because I could ask you to intervene. You have not even listened to me. You don't even know what I want to say. I could ask you to intervene in the matter.
Honourable member, you know, if you are asking for Speaker's intervention,
yes.
For us on your feet, you say, Speaker, I'm asking for your intervention.
But this one,
you indicated per the record. You indicated per the record that you are up on point of order. So we have to go by the rules.
Mr. Speaker, I precisely agree with you. But the point I'm still making is that that point of order could also lead to you intervening in this matter. And precisely why I want you to intervene. Mr. Speaker, as a deputy leader, member, I will ordinarily not rise on a point of order against him.
Honorable member,
so I want you to
the
intervene
rules
on
are
something.
clear. If you are on point of order, you know what to do. I don't think you are up on point of order. Yes.
Speaker, I'm coming under order 123, content of speech. Order 123, 2A and B. Speaker, I heard my deputy leader say that the MPP administration went ahead, procure aircrafts with the sole aim of taking the above in the aircraft. He said that. He made that statement. That we were taking our bath in the aircraft. Speaker, if the leader is so minded to stand by that statement, I will not contest you. But he knows what to do. He must provide evidence to that, well, to what he said. Or, Speaker, he must stay clear of that and proceed to make his statement. Otherwise,
so, Honorable Minority Whip, you are asking the member on the floor to provide evidence of bathing in the aircraft.
Speaker, he's the one. I didn't ask him to say that. He said it. He is alleging.
Very well. Whilst there, I overheard the main speaker indicating that we are not at the trial. So if for everything we are requesting for evidence, I believe the debate may not flow. You also have the opportunity to disagree with him. So if it is the evidence that you are asking, maybe when you have the opportunity, you can disagree with him.
Let me further say that it's an offensive statement. I feel offended. And we on this side, we feel offended by that statement. And that is in contradiction to Order 123, to A and B. And he knows that he stands in breach of those orders. So, Speaker, I'm not just saying that he should just stay clear. He should provide evidence. And Speaker, if he has no evidence, he should do the needful. He has been speaking for 25 minutes. Nobody interrupted him. To say that we've been buffing in an aircraft, he must be responsible enough. He must be responsible enough to provide the needed evidence. Speaker, I am not asking too much. I am not asking too much. He knows what to do. And I'm not asking the leader to come and bail him out. The leader should resume his seat.
You see, Minority Chief Whip, if you are saying that he used the word buffing in the air, and that word is offensive, or it imputes improper motive, it's one thing. But you are asking him to produce the evidence of the fact that buffing in the air really took place. So let me hear Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I think it is important to contextualize things. Some aircrafts, especially the private jets, have provisions for toilets. They function perfectly well. They cost less. But some jets have bathrooms in them. So when a president is traveling, and instead of hiring the smaller one that just has a toilet, but goes for a jet that has a bathroom in it, the presumption is that he'll be bathing in the air. That is how the conversation about bathing in the air. Nitiwul, this week, Nitiwul said it. Mr. Speaker, so when you go for an aircraft that has a bathroom in it, Mr. Speaker, it is obvious that you want to bath in the air. Because that facility in the aircraft, you pay for it. You pay. And I cannot imagine a president hiring an aircraft that has a bathroom in it, paying for the facility and not utilizing it. Mr. Speaker, I am saying this because Mr. Speaker, if the deputy leader says that the president was bathing in the air, it was more likely to be true than not. Mr. Speaker, the reason why I say so is that knowing the president and knowing his personality, I cannot imagine him not using the bathroom in the aircraft. I cannot imagine him not using the bathroom in the aircraft. Because he's a gentleman.
Yes, Honourable Member, conclude. Yes, Honourable Nitiwul. Honourable Nitiwul.
Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
The leader mentioned my name. There is a big difference between doing propaganda outside or the media doing propaganda or reporting, and then he coming to Parliament to come and say that, Mr. Speaker, let me say something. I have never said anywhere, not in this house, not outside this house, that the former president for who I was serving as his defense minister has bathed or intends to bathe in the air. Never. Mr. Speaker, the closest, and I know my words very well. At least I was very diligent with my work. It's the reason I stayed for 8 years. I came here and said that one of the problems that we have is that to even freshen up, and I use the word to even freshen up, is a problem. And these are the words I used. And I'll still use those words. Yes, I use the word to even freshen up is a problem. But you will go and pick propaganda outside and drag that propaganda into this house because somebody is doing propaganda. Mr. Speaker, and let me continue.
So, Nitiwul, you've made your point.
No,
to the effect that you never use the word bath in the air.
I want to say,
to
never.
even freshen
I never
up
said
is
that
a problem.
Akufo-Addo will be bath in the air. I never said that. But I want to repeat that the leadership of the NDC or majority in Koko should stop impugning bad motive to the former president. Mr. Speaker, it is, if they don't stop, he knows that I know that President Mahama used to hire Global Express, which is a private jet. I will show you pictures of that private jet. I will show you if you want. But Mr. Speaker, I was the Minister for Defense. I was forced in this house to say that President Mahama, from when he was the first time president, was hiring private jets. Akufo-Addo is not the first. If somebody, Akufo-Addo learned from somebody, he learned from President Mahama how to hire private jets. They should stop it. Mr. Speaker, I've been very, very careful in doing my work. And so, as minister, what I know, I'm not able to say it. But they should stop doing that. If they want to do their debate, they should just do their debate. Akufo-Addo is not here. But if you go and hire something, if you go and read some propaganda piece that your papers are writing, that's your only headache. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, Joy FM, a credible media house in this country, published on its website 16 June 2021 at exactly 12:30 p.m. And the heading is, Akufo-Addo can't even shower in presidential jet. Nitiwul defends president's alleged extravagant foreign travels. So, Honorable Nitiwul was complaining that the presidential jet that Ghana has is inconvenient because President Akufo-Addo cannot shower in that jet. Mr. Speaker, and he said that it was inconvenient to use that aircraft because it meant that the president had to travel to his destination, alight, go and shower, and now attend his meetings. So the president needed an aircraft that he could shower inside so that when he lands, he goes straight to his meetings. So, Mr. Speaker, let me read quotations, not reporting, quotations, because the media has quoted you verbatim. It says that the defense minister has justified government's decision to hire a luxury aircraft for President Akufo-Addo's latest foreign trip, which is alleged to have cost $15,000 per hour. Addressing Parliament on Wednesday, Dominic Nitiwul insisted that using the presidential jet would not have been a good idea. He stated that the presidential jet, the Falcon, was not conducive and presented many challenges when the president was embarking on his 10-day foreign travel. He stated that although the Falcon was airworthy, it lacked certain facilities, like a washroom. It lacked a washroom where you bath, because I know that it has a toilet. Like a washroom. and it couldn't contain more than 8 passengers. More than 8 passengers.
Honorable Majority Leader, the Honorable Former Leader, Nitiwul, Bingap, Aduna, said that what you are reading is a media propaganda, and that he didn't say it.
Oh, I'm getting to the quotations. I'm getting to the quotations.
What he said
yes,
on the floor of Parliament is he used the word freshen up.
I'm coming. Mr. Speaker, the Bimbila MP, no, they caught you. Wait. The Bimbila MP said the president was embarking on a reputable business trip in multiple destinations and mentions the countries. Okay, now they start quoting you. Thus, hiring another aircraft to those destinations became a suitable option. So now they quote you. This is what you said. In practical experience, since the aircraft was acquired in 2010, whenever the aircraft is traveling to the eastern part of United States or Asia, the aircraft will not load through more than 8 plus the luggage. So it depends on where it is going and the payload with it. This is still quotation. Secondly, I have also said the aircraft has to do refueling stops. And also in this COVID-19, when you are traveling to multiple destinations like the presidential recent travel, the Falcon couldn't have been taken because he would have had to do technical stops which are not desirable. Quotation continues. Again, when he is traveling with more than 20 people for a business trip, as he has done and brought huge sums of money to this nation, he will need more than just a Falcon. Otherwise, the others will have to go a day ahead before the president is prepared, before the president to prepare themselves. Quotation continues. In fact, the president would have to go a day ahead because no president can shower in this aircraft. Mr. Speaker, he says that, in fact, the president would have to go a day ahead because no president can shower in this aircraft. He cannot move, listen carefully, he cannot move from this aircraft straight to a meeting. So the president wanted an aircraft in which he can shower and then move from there straight to a meeting. This is what you said. Mr. Speaker, there are a lot of quotations, but I think that is the point that I want to make, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
Mr. Speaker, if you ask me this question again, just like I did last week, I'll repeat exactly what I have said.
No, but you should go to the answer. Why is
Mr. Speaker, it was a written answer. The answer Honorable Okulu-Joto asked me was a written answer. It is in the Hansard. I remember my words, and I'm very careful with my words. In fact, if you don't know, I wrote to Joy FM on this very matter. You can ask them that I use the word freshen up, and they have it. So if you come here and you are quoting some words that some propaganda, this very word I used it because it turned out to be propaganda. And let me repeat. It's for that same reason that you are looking for 2 aircrafts, one long haul and one short haul. It's for that same reason that I stated here. And Mr. Speaker, I have not run away from those reasons. I still state that Ghana as a leading country cannot continue doing what we are doing because tomorrow we'll regret it. And I said it here. I said that our aircraft, whether it is it is the jet fighters, it is presidential, or it is the helicopters, they have problems and will regret one day. But I don't know when we'll regret. I didn't even know that we're going to regret the next year. I said it, and I repeat that we'll regret. And I still say it, Mr. Speaker, that if we don't fix the problem, we'll regret one day. And I remember telling Mr. Speaker that you, Mr. Speaker, if you are sick, I will not be able to ferry you out of the country. But Mr. Speaker, I use the word freshen up, and I'm saying that if you go and quote some propaganda piece, that's your cup of tea. Go and look at the Hansard. It's in the Hansard. It was a written piece. It's in the Hansard. In any case, Mr. Speaker, in any case, I still want to repeat that I stand by those words. The only word I don't stand by is the word shower. A president should have the ability to freshen up and be able to go for meetings. I don't run away from that. I want to say that a president of a republic, a respected republic, a republic that knows what he's doing, when that president travels, he should be able to travel with investors. A president should be able to travel with investors, and a president should be able to freshen up and go straight to meetings. If you choose to say that the president should go and bath in the air, that's your cup of tea, but not Akufo-Addo.
Honorable Nitiwul,
I never said that about Akufo-Addo.
You've made your point.
And I'm very clear, because I first used the word bath, I first used the word toilet. I knew what I was saying. The words were following with each other. Shower in which air? If you have your money, go and buy your aircraft that has a shower. If you have money, go and buy an aircraft that has a shower. When you took the people to France, last week when you took the military personnel to France to go and look, go and check the sort of aircraft that they recommended. The 12 people that you took to France last week, go and check what happened. Don't let me start talking. Mr. Speaker, don't let me start talking. But we are waiting for you. Mr. Speaker, we are waiting. When Parliament has not even passed the budget, but you took the 12 people to France, go and check what they recommended. But don't let me start talking. But I say that I use the word freshen up, and that's the word I used. I am saying that I use the word freshen up, and I will not run away from that word. I will never run away from that word. I stand by that word today. I stand by that word tomorrow. And I'm saying, Mr. Speaker, that if we do not do something, one day we will regret. We have regretted once. We may regret a second
Honorable
time.
members, the disagreements are noted. I don't know why we are crying over this. Honorable Nitiwul indicated that he didn't use the word shower. He used the word freshen up. Whatever the media has published is a media propaganda. So, Honorable Kwaku Riketegan, continue your debate.
In this house, we should respect your guidance.
Yes.
Leader, just a minute. Your conclusion was that what was said in the media or a media propaganda cannot be used in this house.
I am quoting Honorable Nitiwul.
Yes. Speaker,
that cannot amount to my conclusion.
If I may just...
I indicated clearly that they both have disagreement.
Speaker,
one person said, these were your words, and read from a source.
Yes.
And Honorable Nitiwul said, I spoke on the floor of Parliament. These were my words. So, disagreement.
Yes.
So, we should end somewhere and let's continue the debate.
Speaker, with respect. Speaker, the majority leader,
tender your phone.
I timed him. He spoke like 5 minutes, copiously and selectively, reading from his so-called source. Speaker, and that is going to the Hansard. That is going to the records of this house. Speaker, I plead with you, in line with your directives, if to the extent that the majority leader is not referencing the official reports and is either referencing other sources that cannot be authenticated, Speaker, you should expunge that from the records in the first place. Secondly, you had also ruled that where we differ with facts, when you get the opportunity, then you can recount or rebut. I came under 1, 2, 3, based on content. And because you are ruled that when we get the opportunity, we should rebut. That should be the ruling. So if our side also make pronouncements and their side disagree, they cannot come under content.
That is what exactly I am saying. That whatever is happening between majority leader and then Honorable Nitiwul is disagreement between them. So if you have the opportunity, you can do so on the floor.
Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Majority Leader,
Honorable Nitiwul says that
let's make progress.
He said he used the word freshen up. He didn't say bath in the air, but a shower. He didn't say shower. So I decided to Google the meaning of freshen up. And it says,
Honorable Majority Leader, that cannot be. Honorable Majority Leader, with all due respect.
Mr. Speaker, freshen up means refresh oneself by washing.
Honorable members, I think we should make progress.
To refresh oneself.
Honorable members, we have a tall agenda. Honorable members, we have a tall agenda.
You are the very one who claimed somebody didn't go to good school, and you cannot read. But Mr. Speaker, let me read. Refresh, freshen up, freshen up. Look at it. Freshen up. Refresh oneself by washing or, listen, or changing into clean clothes. Where is the bathing? Refresh oneself by washing or changing into clean clothes. Where is the bathing? Two, Mr. Speaker, make something look newer or more attractive. Where is the bathing? Where is the bathing? Read. You didn't go to school, or you don't know how to read.
Honorable members.
Mr. Ayariga, didn't you go to school? You don't know how to read.
Honorable
which
members.
One? Choose which one.
Honorable members, I think I still stand by my ruling. We will call on Honorable Kwaku Hagan to continue the debate. Honorable Hagan, continue the debate.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I think the debate has already been made for me by my honorable colleague.
Okay.
Mr. Speaker, whether it was to freshen up or to wash, something took place
in the air.
In the air. Mr. Speaker, the fact of the matter is that, Mr. Speaker, the NDC government in office today are better managers of Ghana's economy than the MPP in the past.
No doubt.
Mr. Speaker, if they will take some time and go through the budget, they will begin to learn something. And hopefully someday in the future, they may get the opportunity again to put what they did right, wrong. Mr. Speaker, the economy is getting better. We are out of the mess. Inflation is in a better position today. Interest rates in a better position today. GDP in a better position today. Primary balance in a better position today. Ghana is back again, and the economy is getting better. And I urge my colleagues to spend some time to look through this budget and support the government in making sure that we put the right things in place for Ghana to grow, for jobs to be created, whatever they call sustainable jobs, but for jobs to be created so that our youth will have something to do and better their lives. Mr. Speaker, with these words, I thank you very much. Thank you.